My guest this evening, Harish Khurana, spokesperson of the BJP. Good evening, Mr. Khurana. Good to have you on the show. Abhishek Sudhir is a lawyer and a political analyst. Will be speaking on behalf of the Aam Aadmi Party. He was with us yesterday as well. And Dr Puru Tyagi is a health expert. He's a doctor. And before I come to the politicians, I want to come to the doctor. Dr. Tyagi, I'm fairly certain you know the details by now. I'm not going to repeat the details that have been put in court and have been printed in every newspaper. I want to ask you whether the diet that Mr. Kejriwal is taking right now, having mangoes 3 days out of 48 days and having sugar free in his chai and having aloo puri for 1 day in 48 days, actually is him trying to risk his own health to get bail. I know you're not a politician. I know you don't want to speak on the politics. Just tell me whether you think the claims that the ED is making are correct or far-fetched. You'll have to unmute yourself, Dr. Tyagi.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Am I audible?
I can. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, so...
yes, you're audible.
The first thing we have to understand is that food definitely has a very important role to play in anybody's management of blood sugar. When it comes to the specific food, we specifically ask people to avoid very sweet fruits. Now, mango, as far as mangoes are concerned, I was hearing in the news that mangoes are in discussion. So, mango would have either a moderate GI or glycemic index, or a low glycemic index. What it means is that mangoes might have a moderate ability to raise the sugar after consumption. Aloo, again, it has a moderate to high GI. And sweet definitely has a high GI. So anybody who is diabetic, we would ask them to avoid any foods with high glycemic index. We would certainly ask them to take a moderate their dose of mangoes. In fact, we would ask them to only consume mangoes if they cannot do otherwise. Otherwise, mango would definitely be a restricted list of fruits.
Dr. Tyagi, the impression that was sent out was that Mr. Kejriwal was having mangoes every day. Today, the submission is, Dr. Tyagi, that in 48 days that he has been in Tihar jail, mangoes were consumed only on 3 days. Is the consumption of mangoes for 3 days out of 48, is the consumption of potatoes and puri for 1 day out of 48 days an indication that he's deliberately trying to up his blood sugar levels? Is that an indication at all? Can that happen medically? If out of 48 days I eat mangoes for 3 days, my blood sugar levels will spike to an extent where I'll need to go to hospital?
No. In my personal opinion, that would not happen. In fact, we frequently allow patients to consume prasad such as aloo puri or mangoes on specific days, just so that there is a variation to the diet. So I don't think 3 days out of 48 should be reason enough for alarm, or one consumption of aloo puri should be any reason to believe that somebody is deliberately trying to spike their blood sugar.
Harish ji, please come into the conversation. Good evening to you. You've just heard the doctor, the good doctor. He's not from the BJP. He's not from the Aam Aadmi Party. He's not from the Congress. He's giving you his medical opinion. You've heard his medical opinion. Ab aap mujhe bataiye. Do you seriously believe, and does the ED seriously believe, that someone would risk paralysis to get bail, sir?
Yeah, first of all, good evening to you and your viewers. And we are seeing another Aam Aadmi Party and a Kejriwal Aam Karname. You're talking about 48 days. We are just talking about what the in the court, the submission has been given for from 2nd April till date. That is almost 16 days. I was just going through that only. Since last 16 days, if I'm a diabetic, I would avoid fruits. Fruits, whether of any kind, whether it's a banana, it's a mango, I will like to avoid it. I would like to avoid sweets. But I was seeing the diet. You see the diet of his, and you might be having the pen and paper also. all 3 meals is having fruits. Generally, if I'm a diabetic doctor is over here, they will avoid alus. If you see the diet of Arvind Kejriwal, since almost every second day, he's getting an aloo. If you are diabetic and your sugar level is going up to 300, you try to avoid it yourself. But when you are getting a food from your home, you're not getting food from Tihar jail, you're getting a food from home. It's a serious question on the intention. The intention are two things. One is to show them a deliberate attempt to show his a bechara politics is going on. I am the bechara, a vendetta politics is going on. It's a deliberate attempt of going that. Secondly, it's a deliberate attempt for one thing to get him out of the bail on the medical ground. To show them, look, this is his report. His last 12, 15, 30 days, his sugar level has gone up. Either he should be admitted in the hospital or should have granted a medical bail. What clearly shows this picture of all this happening is getting these kind of two intentions. What is happening? So we are worried about the Kejriwal's health. We will also wish his health should be improved. Lambi umar ho unki, but the intention is to get him out from the jail.
But Mr. Khurana, if you want that unki lambi umar ho and if you wish him all the very best in terms of health, can I please ask you then, why is the ED opposing two simple requests that the Delhi Chief Minister has? A, mujhe insulin de do, and B, very importantly, I have a personal doctor who looks after me and who's just, by the way, the person who has given me the diet chart. Let me consult my doctor for 15 minutes every day via VC. I don't want to meet him face to face if you have a problem. Via video consultation, let me meet him for 15 minutes. Usko bhi kya oppose karne ki zarurat hai?
Shreya.
This too is targeting, na, Mr. Khurana?
No, Shreya, two things. Nobody is opposing to give them the insulin. Nobody is given. Who said he will oppose it? Nobody is opposing that. This is a sheer showing of bechara politics that hum to bechare hain, hamare sath vendetta ho rahi hai. Please understand that thing. Also, aap agar dekho, Shreya, we should understand. I am also a diabetic. I will, agar jis din meri sugar 150 hoti hai na, fasting, I will avoid these kind of fruits. Why are you taking it here? Agar aapki diet mein aata bhi hai, why are you taking it? Why are you taking fruits? Why are you taking mango? Why are you taking bananas? Point number one. Point number two.
अरे भाई वो तो बोल रहे हैं ना, मैं रोज मैंगोज नहीं खा रहा हूँ. That आप लोग माहौल बना रहे हैं. हरीश खुराना जी, the allegation against you, the BJP is, आप लोग माहौल बनाते हैं.
I'm not talking only mangoes, ma'am.
बात होती कुछ है और आप बताते कुछ है. अच्छा ठीक है. Can I let Abhishek Sudhir come in? He's speaking on behalf of the Aam Aadmi Party. He wants to say something as well.
10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds more. Please, 10 seconds more.
बोलिए.
See, this is not about only mangoes. If you see his diet plan, all the 3 meals is containing fruits, whether it's banana, whether it's mango, whether other fruit. अरे diabetic हूँ भाई, fruit avoid होता है. Point number one. Point number two, you are saying कि हमें doctors नहीं दिए जा रहे. Already 2 doctors have been given to you for 24 hours check to you. Why you need a special treatment? It's about a special treatment has to be given. Point is, AIMS के डॉक्टर आपको देख रहे हैं, तिहाड़ के डॉक्टर आपको देख रहे हैं. Why you need a special treatment?